And welcome to your 10 at 10. Today's August 29th, 2023. Today I'm going to talk about the number one most important thing to your success as a realtor. So it's amazing, right? This last week, I was in Vegas for the American Distillers Institute convention. And it was amazing, right? That's not about real estate. That's about the spirit industry, right? So 2,500 distillers across the country, all kinds of vendors were there, consultants, bottle vendors, label makers, um, uh, cork and cap, people were there, machinists selling all kinds of bottling machines and all kinds of stuff. There's barrel makers there, and they all said the same thing. The very most important thing to their success is the same thing that's important to your success. Now, I had a buddy there. His name was Jay, and he has absolutely nothing to do with the spirit industry other than he enjoys a cocktail every now and then, right? He knows nothing about it. He was there for 2 or 3 days with me there. He did attend a lot of the sessions. And when he left, his main takeaway was the exact same thing that I'm going to share with you. He said, look, Smo, like, I know like all this, that, and the other thing is important, but this is the most important takeaway that I had. And it's amazing. Like, and I've repeated this over and over and over to every new agent class I've taught. All of our new agents have been told this before, but very, very few of us actually do it. Okay. The number one most important thing to your success isn't knowing every contract. It's not knowing how to negotiate. It's not your knowledge of the local region. It's not any of these things. We think that, if I know everything there is to know, I'm going to be the best realtor in the world. And that may be true. Like, you may be the best realtor in the world, but if you don't have one client to work for, what's the point? You're not actually doing any of the things you know. The number one most important thing isn't your knowledge. It isn't where you live or who you're with or this, that, or the other thing. The most important thing is to attract a client. And the way to do that is to have a story. Your story connects you on an emotional level to people. At least it should. And once you have that emotional connection, then you can become the best realtor in the entire world if that's your goal. But the story is what's integral to attracting any clients, customers, prospects to your business, your real estate business, just like it is to, a whiskey bottle, right? There's thousands of whiskey bottles out there. But if you don't have the right label, if you don't have the right story that goes with that label, you're not going to sell any of your booze. And at the same time, when you're a realtor in West Michigan, there's over 5,000 realtors in West Michigan. If you don't have a story that connects on an emotional level, that makes people feel like they know you, they trust you, and they like you, then you're not going to be successful. Yeah, your mom or dad might sell a house every now and then, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your aunt, your uncle, they may use you, but that's not a business. That's helping people that you're related to. And I would also argue that those people that I just mentioned, they do have an emotional connection with you. They know more of your story than, yeah, I woke up one day and decided to become a realtor and help people. Like, that's a story, but it's not a very compelling story. That doesn't necessarily connect with people on an emotional level. There are several ways to create your story, right? I would suggest you go online, do a simple Google search for things, for ways to identify your story. we've all talked about, knowing your why you're in this business, why you're living this life, why you're doing the things that you want to do to succeed, what your goals are. We talk about all of those things, but it's your job to craft your story, frame it in a way that it connects with people on an emotional level. Like, as a former engineer, it's really easy for me to connect on a logical level, but sometimes the emotional level is difficult for me. But it's by far and away the most important thing to attract people to your business. And it doesn't matter what that business is, but in this case, it's real estate and it's your livelihood. Your family's depending on you to create some income, and having that emotional story that connects with people is by far and away the most important thing to your success. So anyhow, hope you have a great day. Do your best to make today awesome.